I'm Randy Crone, President of Indiana Farm Bureau. As Congress begins discussion about the 2018 Farm Bill, Brownfield Ag News and Indiana Farm Bureau have partnered in this informational series to provide you the information you need to better understand key areas of the Farm Bill. Each Farm Bill Task Force video will take a closer look at a few different areas of the Farm Bill, including Ark County program, conservation programs, the Marginal Protection Program, and crop insurance. We hope you find this educational series valuable as we move forward in these discussions. We are committed to supporting Indiana's farmers and engaging them in the process for the 2018 Farm Bill, and we want you to help lead the effort in getting things done for the best interest of Indiana agriculture.
Hi, I'm Brownfield News Anchor reporter Megan Grebner. We've been talking about the 2018 Farm Bill and the different aspects of it. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the crop insurance title. With us is Orange County, Indiana crop insurance agent CJ Fleener. Hi, CJ.
Hi, Megan. Thanks for having me on today.
Let's start first and talk a little bit about how the crop insurance titles in the Farm Bill have changed over the past few farm bills that have been passed.
Well, crop insurance titles have certainly evolved as needs for crop insurance has evolved over time with growing operations and changes in production agriculture today. I think it's important we start with basing about the fact that crop insurance is a public-private partnership. It's a very successful public-private partnership and somewhat one of a kind, especially when it comes back to congressional budgeting and farm programs, entitled farm programs that are entailed within the Farm Bill. The government subsidies provide relief in the upfront cost of handling the program, and then farmers in turn reap the benefit of these upfront costs that have been subsidized through the Farm Bill.
When we look at some of the changes in the Farm Bill, what are some things that have maybe remained the same that are so vital to farmers, not just here in Indiana, but around the country?
Well, throughout time, some of the things that have remained vital have definitely been the subsidy levels that have been maintained over time. There was a period where the subsidies were constantly increasing, which as we had higher cost of production, crop insurance costs were rising, and the subsidies were reflecting that. Here lately, we've gone through a trend of somewhat of a decrease in subsidy levels. Crop insurance premium discounts range from 38 to 80%. The average subsidy that's provided to farmers currently is about 62%. That number is a number that had grown over time and that has shrunk and is being threatened as we move forward. Something else that's important to note is that premium discounts decline as the levels of buy-up coverage will increase. So as you move up in the chart of buying higher levels of buy-up coverage, the premium discounts will decline, so the farmer bears more of a share. And that share has grown over time as we've evolved this crop insurance program. So basically the farmer has had some more skin in the game.
CJ, as we look at these discussions for the 2018 Farm Bill, because we're really starting them, not necessarily too early, but fairly early on, how do we make sure that farmers continue to maintain coverage that manages to get them through the tough economic times and natural disasters as they could occur?
Well, Megan, crop insurance encompasses about 8% of the Farm Bill. So 8% of the Farm Bill is directly tied back to crop insurance. The cost on crop insurance is $8.8 billion a year, with almost 90% of the acres covered, and that's a U.S. statistic right there. So as we move forward, that's one thing that's important, is that we have 90% of our acres across the U.S. that are somehow, some way covered by crop insurance. And that is an important, vital attribute for farmers to be able to continue moving forward in a downtrend in the ag economy, is utilizing crop insurance as a safety net program.
Is it becoming more key in that safety net program for Hoosier farmers to manage risk a little bit and to utilize it as a risk management tool as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. There's an increasing amount of banks and other lenders that are requiring some sort of risk management tool, and crop insurance is obviously the #1 chosen risk management tool. So it's certainly a vital point or a vital part of the operation today. You know, another thing that's interesting to think about is in the 2014 total subsidy receipt, crop insurance was 74% of the dollars received. So that gives you an idea of the importance of risk management. Along the way, 11% of that, an additional 11% went to disaster relief, which ties directly back to risk management. 69% of the recipients in Indiana are crop insurance beneficiaries. So again, that's 74% of the dollars received in the total subsidy program. 69% of the recipients in Indiana were crop insurance. That is huge when it comes to risk management. That shows the magnitude of Indiana producers that are utilizing crop insurance as a risk management tool in their operations.
Crop insurance has taken a pretty big hit in the budget aspect over the past few farm bills. Are we concerned, or should farmers be concerned that those cuts could continue and not maybe get to a point where crop insurance doesn't remain a viable tool for them to use?
There's huge concern there, Megan, huge. You know, overall, the total premium paid by farmers for crop insurance has risen over time, bearing cost less on the federal government and taxpayers and more on the actual producers utilizing crop insurance. As the farmer premium discounts decrease, farm expenses have increased, putting stress on farmers' operating cash flow requirements and going back to those lenders that are requiring risk management. This is more likely to decrease the participation of the program and put more cropland at risk, which ultimately is a safe food supply that can be put at risk. There's some huge threefold effects on the cash flow stress, reaching back to banks and credit unions working with farmers. This is probably not something that's a topic that's for you and I's age group, but we hear about the 80s and things that people went through in the 80s when we were young. And at that time, banks and lenders were really crunching down on the ag producers. And that's what has caused this crop insurance program to evolve into what it is today, to help try to prevent an issue like that happening again. Ultimately, we could be looking at less cropland covered, increasing the chance of food price fluctuation, sharp increases in affordable food, because crop insurance helps ensure we have readily available, affordable food for all consumers across the U.S. You know, in 2014, crop insurance held 45% of the U.S. farm subsidy dollars spent. And as crop insurance is being threatened, this is going to be threatening our food supply. You know, the Congressional Budget Office baseline was intended to transition farms away from commodity programs and elect the use of crop insurance. Today, crop insurance is being threatened, especially with the 2018 Farm Bill that we're discussing. One of the issues we're feared of is capping or altering premium discounts. Another hot topic is cost and conservation compliance. And how is that compliance tied back to crop insurance? Will we have to maintain that connection, or is there some sort of a alternative we have to keep farmers accountable for conservation, but at the same time not tie it directly compliant back to crop insurance?
CJ, as we continue to be engaged and Indiana Farm Bureau encourages its Farm Bureau members to find their voice as it relates to the 2018 Farm Bill, what can they do to make sure that programs like crop insurance remain viable options to help them manage risk and to protect their farms for the next generations?
Megan, it's very important for producers to get out and hear their voices heard, and it doesn't have to be a producer. Anybody that has concern for their agricultural operation, for their future as far as their operation is concerned, for their economic well-being, or for a safe, affordable food supply should be engaged in trying to bring about emphasis of the importance of crop insurance to our America's food supply. I would encourage all people that are watching this video, or anybody that has an interest in any of those topics I just brought up, feel free to reach out to your congressional representatives, your congressmen, congresswomen, your senators, and let your voice be heard. Make sure that you realize that crop insurance counts, and it is an important program that is a viable attribute to the current Farm Bill, and we would like to see it remain unaltered, if not expanded, for the 2018 Farm Bill.
CJ, anything else?
No, Megan, I appreciate this opportunity. Again, I just think it's important as an agent with federal crop insurance system. I've been doing this for several years, and I'm also a farmer. Crop insurance is a vital part to my operation and vital part to all of the producers that I work with on a daily basis. And I appreciate your time and appreciate you working with us with the Indiana Farm Bureau as we promote crop insurance and promote awareness to the 2018 Farm Bill discussions.
Thanks, DJ. I'm Megan Grebner on Brownfield.